shadow.
No more. He's sober now.
A lot of coke.
Let's go to Arm in Long Island. He's got
Let's
a
get off the
question
subject.
for Richard. Arm, say hello to Richard Lewis.
Arm.
This much is true. I know this much is true. Hey, Richard, I got...
What happened? Did you shoot the other
I
Belmont?
think he's thinking of Richard Marx.
I have Hiller and Diller on Blu-ray. And I know
All
I'm
right,
not wrong.
fine. All right, so I did 5,000 series and one didn't make it, so you won't get it. So I'm a piece of scum crap, all right? So you're a bigger man than me.
You and Kevin Neal, two of the
Yeah.
funniest guys on the
Yeah,
planet.
enjoy your cottage cheese route.
Richard, let me ask you this.
He's not attacking you.
Yes, he is.
Real-
The show bombed.
real
And you know what the New
alcohol.
York Times said? If they don't write to my intensity, the show won't work, and they didn't, and the show bombed.
What did you say?
Richard, look at Artie. That's a real alcoholic. Nick, Richard came out with a book totally on a false premise of alcoholism.
Why?
His big bottoming out was dozing off at the Mickey Blue Eyes premiere after 2 glasses of champagne.
You're doing that.
He's listening to Howard. He's listening to Howard. Yeah, Howard always mocked you for having a champagne.
I drank and did. I drank. I was a crack. I did everything. All right.
Crack?
Huh?
Crack?
But did I say crack?
You said crack.
No, I meant Coke.
Crack is what? Well, the same thing. What?
No. You know, what's the guy? What's the greatest show that ever made? That show on TV now. It's
Ever?
with Cranston. Best show ever.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah. So that's what I did.
Meth?
Yeah, I did meth.
Wow.
I did
Now
meth
that's-
for that in the last 2
You
years.
stayed up for a long time.
A long time.
How long did you
Ronnie
stay?
came over to my house.
Thanks,
I had 8 of his pictures. I was on a ladder on crystal meth. And I put all of his pictures, like Laurel and Hardy, in one room. So when he came over, it looked like it was like Ronnie Wood's room.
Did you read his book, Ronnie?
Of course.
He was in a
He
bathroom.
thanked me.
He was in a bathroom with Bobby Keys, the saxophonist.
Yeah, I know
He
Bobby.
said for 3 years. He said after the Tattoo You tour in '81, him and Bobby Keys, their sax guy, went in his bathroom in the Hollywood Hills. He said we were in there for about 2 years smoking cocaine.
Yeah.
Really?
Listen to this.
what he said.
How about this? How bad is this? Rod Stewart, his drinking buddies.
Yeah.
And I don't know which wife this was. And this is like years ago when I was doing crystal meth.
Yeah.
And so Ronnie and we go to the restaurant in Hollywood.
Right.
With their agents and wives and
On
everything.
meth, you're at a restaurant, you're not eating.
I wouldn't go unless the dealer showed up first.
Right.
I go down into the bathroom and don't come out for 3 hours and miss the whole dinner. And they take my model girlfriend, take her
You
chair
always had a
away,
model. You always had a model.
and they made her sit cross-legged like an Indian, like a Native American. I mean.
Is meth the most disgusting drug you've ever
The
done?
worst
It's
drug.
the worst.
It brought me to my knees.
Yeah.
Brought me to my knees.
What years were you doing meth,
The
Richard?
last couple of years.
These last couple of years?
No, and when I bought him, 93, 94.
Oh, in the early '90s, you're doing crystal meth.
Yeah.
Wow. That makes me sad because I love you. Because that must have been a hell to go through.
Must have helped with
I
the
couldn't
writing
stop
process.
doing it. I couldn't stop doing it.
Now,
You know, when the Knicks
Nick brings up a good point.
when
You
the
stab
Knicks
in
were
his
playing
right
when
console.
OJ,
The OJ thing.
I was flying back and forth to Houston when they lost to Houston, but I wouldn't go until the dealer came to the house.
Yeah.
And I showed up there, boy, when I went up to the booth with, with Dr. Jay and Costas and
Right.
and Marv.
But they
I
had
talked
to
so
know.
fast.
They had to
They had
know.
no idea what. Yeah, they knew. They had no idea what I was talking about.
But now, did you ever have an opiate problem? Because that's what brought me to heroin. Is what destroyed me. That guy. But everything.
Not as much as no. It was.
I heard meth is the devil. That's the devil incarnate.
Meth.
Yeah.
Coke I thought was bad, but when I got into crystal meth, I was dating this actress who turned me on to crystal meth.
I was gonna say, how'd you get
It's
into
so
it?
much nicer
Some broad.
on crystal meth than on booze. So thank you very much.
But I was gonna say some broad. I bet got you.
Yeah,
into meth.
a model.
A model.
Because she could do like one line. I couldn't.
She weighed 80 pounds.
Huh?
You always had a hot chick. You always really had
That's
a
how
hot
you
chick.
stay thin if you're a model. You do meth.
Yeah, they do meth, the
Oh,
blow
okay.
and stuff.
Yeah, they eat croutons.
But did you want to strangle her at the heart of this addiction? Like, why did you turn?
No, I never got angry.
'Cause in 90
I was an angry drunk, but I wasn't.
93, you were 58 years old, and you were already.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
how dare you? That makes me 111 now.
It really makes me sad that you went through that. It does.
With crystal meth?
Yeah, because I've seen it in rehab, but the people they're not themselves
It's
anymore.
the worst drug I've ever taken. Well,
Wow.
I mean, it made Coke like a sandwich.
How'd you get off it?
Huh?
How'd you get off it?
David Brenner, when I was broke, back when I was 24, I was in his house in New
He
York.
gave you a break, right?
No, he's told me, he
Yeah.
says, I bought this house with jokes. And I always remember that as a kid, I was broke.
Right.
So I'm in my house in Hollywood. I had grams and ounces and ounces of crystal meth all over the bedroom. I didn't go out of the house. I was like Howard Hughes as a rabbi.
That is dark stuff, man.
So I look in the mirror and I go, I bought this house with jokes and I'm going to drop dead at 45.
You know what?
So then I called the friends and they took me to Cedars and that was it.
At Cedars,
There you go.
at Cedars.
Yeah.
Did you go to psych ward at Cedars?
Huh?
I did that. The psych ward at Cedars Sinai.
I would have. I couldn't find the door.
Let's take a break. It's
Glad
Richard
you're good,
Lewis,
man. I'm glad you're back.
and he's at Caroline's this weekend.
I
Go
messed
see
this.
him.
Wow, that's bad.
Do you want to? You have a choice. You can stick around, or
I want to stick around.
Do you? All right.
Yeah, look
Good.
at you guys.
We
But
got.
if you want to kick me out, if you want to bring in some
No,
paint,
we get,
like balloonist or something.
No, the balloonist isn't here.
Balloon folder.
When we
Hey,
come
any
back,
guy, any guy who does a poodle, I want to shoot in the head.
when we come back, Matt Vescurge will be calling him from MLB
I'll get one if
Network.
you want to kick me out.
No.
Stop kicking me
Nick and
out.
Artie back after this. No.